Hi, it's Wasabi, welcome back to the channel. Today's battle's on the Al Haluf map and we've got DrkAvengr from Saints Clan. Now, this is interesting. We hadn't had any Excalibur battles until last week and we've got another one, so let's see what's going on. He's running a mission, so let's have a look at the conditions. Alright, it's TD4 for the Object 260. It's got to destroy 4 enemy vehicles, but be unspotted at the moment of their destruction. And destroy all the enemy vehicles, capture or defend to win the battle, and survive the battle. This gives you the honor conditions. So let's see how we go. So remaining unspotted, you will really have to be at the edge of your view range, and to be unspotted at the time of their death, you might have to be unspotted at the time you fire, basically, because you'll get spotted or potentially spotted when you fire. So you've got to take that into account and try and shoot at long-range targets. And you can see where that T-3485 was. I was spotted by the 5916, but would have been beyond the view range of the T-3485. So you can see DrkAvengr's running binocs, and which adds 25% to your view range, but it only starts working once you've been stationary for a couple of seconds, and obviously stops working once you start moving. So, but it does help you with obviously getting longer view range than the targets you're shooting at. Clearly, you have to be sort of at the edge of range for any target in the area, otherwise you do get spotted. So anyway, the things to think about if you've got these mission conditions. Alright, so just being patient here, waiting for potentially more enemies to cross or to come round. That may be a fruitful position, so I might have to check some other locations. And for some reason, there's a VK3601 sitting with him. So top tier heavy tank sitting in a sniping position. Well done to that player, but not a whole lot you can do about that once you're in battle. And now there's a Nashon come here. Well, not necessarily a bad place for the Nashon to be, but yeah, just odd that a German heavy tank is sitting in these positions just sniping. Maybe he's been overwhelmed with the propaganda about the accuracy of German guns, who knows. But DrkAvengr, yeah, just not getting much joy here. The 5916 pretty much sitting in one position, moving and taking another position, so although he is now moving, but there's also an enemy light tank coming into the same area, so that is interesting. Now, let's have a look at the mini-map though. The enemy's really pushed hard into the bowl where he's shooting at towards, and they've already lost a couple of tanks. They've gained one back, killing the enemy light tank. Luckily they haven't lost their own, but yeah, it's not looking good up in the corner of the map there, in that sort of A2, B2 area. So hopefully his team can keep them at bay for a long enough time. I should note that this is an all tier 6 battle as well, so equal tier, no pluses or minus, so no extra advantage. You can watch his team getting decimated at the moment, but hopefully they will allow him to put some shots in. So you can see the enemy tanks starting to push in. And if they retreat back down the hill, then the enemy will hopefully come forward that way and give DrkAvengr some more targets. Now, one thing to consider is your escape route. If they come around the corner and they all start pushing towards you, you might get 1 or 2 shots in being unspotted, but they'll close the gap fairly quickly, and you might have to find another place. Right. It's finally got some targets again. It's firing at the A43. You can see the view range, the size of the view range circle is quite large, so I should say the reticle circle is quite large, so sort for micro aiming is not going to be all that easy. This is one of the issues with maximum zoom. It does sort of fill you with a bit of false confidence about the accuracy of your shots. But you just got to trust that you're going to hit the middle every now and then. So try and place your reticle where you think you want, well, certainly where you want it to land, of course. But well, interesting. The Hellcat got bumped by the VK3001 and died as a result. Anyway, that's given him his first target, his first completion for his target of 4. So let's see if he can get any more. He does need these tanks to be lit. Oh, sorry, lit by someone else. And he might get one more shot in the T150. Unfortunately, it bounces. It would have been a nice kill shot to collect. And now we've got these other targets being lit. So you can see they're past the edge of his view range, and he has been lit now, so that's not a good sign. But he should get the kill here. He really needs the kills more than the completion at this point, otherwise he's in danger of being shot back at. But luckily, none of them been focused on the mini-map there, so they're all heading so being lit there, most likely by the enemy T-37, and that's putting him at risk, but they know where he is. However, he's still got most of his health, and so it doesn't look like he's going to get his mission today. Most of the kills, if he's going to get any more, will be right up front, because they've really pushed into his position here. So he gets helped out by his team there, which is handy. And they've actually pulled back the disadvantage they had. So their light tank's gone on base. Now I don't know how long it's going to last, whether the T-37 from the enemy side will wrap back and try and pick him up. But he's finally got these tanks coming at him. It does bounce around from the A-43. Potentially he's got the small gun on that tank. Now he's got an Achilles here. It can be a very dangerous tank destroyer. So he's going to be using the extreme angle that his front turret can get, but no, he does take a hit from the Achilles. And he just doesn't want to get into a crossfire here. If he pushes out against the Achilles, he might get tagged by the 8043, but that's not a concern now because he's being taken out by the Nashorn, so that's handy. But there's that T150, and he gets the kill, so that's nice. And now he can push in on the Achilles. So the game is sort of, yeah, here to be won. There's only 2 tanks left, the Achilles and the T-37. And does take another hit from the Achilles. Can he out DPM him? Yes, he can. So he stays with 105 hit points. Gets the kill on the Achilles, and looks like the T-37's over. Where finally the VK3601 is actually pushed over too. And so this battle might be all over if the VK can do his job. And DrkAvengr heading off that direction just in case they need any more support. It's not necessary. The VK finally does what he needs to do. And that is the end of the game. Well, great result there from DrkAvengr. High caliber award for the most damage, and 3.2k of damage there, 4 kills, and he got the tank sniper award, and of course the Ace Tanker Mastery badge. Let's have a look at the team performance. 1284 base experience gives him the top result, both in damage and EXP, and looks like the 2 T-3485s that were in the brawling area came out the next best 2. And where's that VK3601? Oh, I've lost him now. Where's he gone? No, there we go. All right, a whole 98 damage. So, yeah, pretty wasteful day on the battlefield for that player. And on the other side, Dave 43 got the top result, but no one got more than 1k, which the Hellcat did. So, yeah, pretty average performance. But luckily, Dark's team came out on top there. All right, so he fired 34 shots, So pretty rapid firing gun there, 29 hits, 24 penetrations. That give him his damage total. You can see nearly 1900 at over 300 meters. And he really didn't use any consumables or premium ammunition, so he made a nice profit there of 35k. So this is a reward tank, not a premium vehicle as such, although it's got some of the aspects of a premium vehicle, like being able to swap crew in and out without retraining. But yeah, not the profitability, unfortunately. Anyway, great result there for Dark. Thanks for the content. I hope you liked the video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please action your plan on that one. We'll have more great content to follow, and thanks very much for watching.